Good morning. Today we will discuss the diseases of public health importance. Now, the diseases of public health importance can be infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases or non-communicable diseases. And so these infectious diseases can be of bacterial origin, can be of viral origin, can be of parasitic origin, and can be of fungal origin. Rarely they can be caused due to prions also. Now, there are different bacteria, as you know, and like Shigella, Salmonella, Vibrio, which are important for causing outbreaks, large epidemics or pandemics. Right now, a pandemic is going on due to novel coronavirus. So, this is also important, this being a virus. There are other viruses also. Now, these diseases, as you see, can broadly be divided into communicable and non-communicable. Nowadays, this non-communicable disease or NCD are becoming more important, like diabetes mellitus, hypertension, stroke, obesity, occupational hazards, etc. This is due to indoor living and more sedentary lifestyle. However, NCDs like the kidney disease and diabetes mellitus also predispose to infections, so they are interlinked. Now, if you see the change in the disease pattern, in the year 1900, the leading cause of illness of public health importance and death was pneumonia, then tuberculosis, plague, diarrhea, heart disease, these things. But nowadays, the major cause of death are heart disease, cancer, stroke, injuries or accidents like that, and diabetes, and then the contribution of infections has gone down. But in the COVID-19 pandemic, this might be changing. So, what is the leading causes of death in the adults of more than 65 years of age? The first cause is heart disease, then cancer, lower respiratory disease, stroke, Alzheimer's disease. So, these are also very important. Accidents are also important. And then comes the infections like pneumonia and other infections. Now, infectious diseases can be, there can be different routes of spreading of these infectious diseases like bacterial diseases, spreading by drinking water like E. coli, diarrhea, cholera, typhoid, Shigella, Aeromonas by drinking or playing in the pond water or stagnant water, by recreational water, Legionellosis caused by Legionella when you inhale it, and then when the person swims in the water, he can contract the Mycobacterium marinum skin infection or swimming pool granuloma. By food, food is the major root cause. The infections are Shigella, Salmonella, Bacillus cereus, food poisoning due to Campylobacter, Clostridium, Staphylococcus aureus, Vibrio parahemolyticus. Vibrio parahemolyticus occurs after eating the sea fish. Now, they can be spreading by aerosol route also, like pulmonary TB, pneumonia, whooping cough, diphtheria, bird flu, swine flu. COVID-19 spreads primarily by aerosol route through the sneezing or coughing, and it can also spread by contact and fomites. From pet or wild animals like Bartonellosis, plague, anthrax, brucellosis. These diseases, which can spread from vertebrate animal to man, are called zoonosis. By insect vector like plague, by clothes like scabies, after injury from the soil like tetanus, gas gangrene, via fomites. Fomites like leprosy, pulmonary TB, COVID-19. Now, what are fomites? Any inanimate object that, when contaminated or exposed to infectious agent, can transfer disease to a new host is called fomite. Due to indoor lifestyle, this is becoming more important. Now, important viral infections like viral hepatitis is there, influenza, chickenpox, mumps, measles, COVID-19 by aerosol route, by contact, conjunctivitis due to enterovirus 70, COVID-19 also, sexual transfusion, sexual route like HIV, HBV, HCV, kissing or close contact, infectious mononucleosis due to Epstein-Barr virus. You have to read these things. COVID-19, arthropod borne like Japanese encephalitis, yellow fever, West Nile fever, all these are mosquito borne. These are the bite of the mosquitoes. Now, pandemic influenza. Pandemic has been occurring every 30 years. Spanish flu caused 20 to 40 million deaths in 1918. Then the Asian flu, 1957. Hong Kong flu, 1968. Latest flu, 2009. Swine flu, and has caused over 3,500 deaths, still continuing. Zika virus disease, it was reported in South America, then in India also. In the pregnant mother, it can cause microcephaly in the child. In the unborn child, it can cause microcephaly, and when the child is delivered, it is seen that the head size is lesser than the typical head size due to shrinking of the brain. In India, this is seen lesser. In India, this microcephaly is less. Parasitic infection like vector-borne malaria, visceral leishmaniasis or Kala Azar caused due to female sandfly, trypanosoma, lymphatic and non-lymphatic filariasis, mosquito-borne, water or food leading to parasitic illness like amoebiasis, giardia, angiostrongylos, from mother to child in utero, toxoplasma. Sexual route can also be important, like Trichomonas vaginalis is a parasite which has only trophozoite stage. By barefoot travel, hookworm infection by those who practice the open air defecation also, and they go by barefoot and the hookworm larva enters their body. From pets, ocular larva migrants, then after swimming, then primary amoebic meningoencephalitis, parasitic diseases, acanthamoeba, granulomatous amoebic encephalitis, these things. Fungal disease, dermatophytes, candida due to sexual route. Pigeon stool, Cryptococcus neoformans, meningitis and other things can be reported. Now zoonosis is very important, you have to read it. 1959, zoonosis are those infections which are naturally transmitted between vertebrate animal and man. NCD, I will send you the PowerPoint. NCDs are the primary NCDs, the cardiovascular disease, now followed by diabetes and cancer and the kidney diseases. These also predispose to infections also. Natural calamities lead to outbreaks, like flood can cause more leptospira, Japanese encephalitis also to water collection in the paddy field. Leptospira is due to the rodent displacement. Bubonic plague can also happen, these things due to earthquake and these other natural calamities. Only man-to-man spread has been reported in HIV, gonorrhea and STD due to Trichomonas vaginalis, but are still very common. Sexual practice and lifestyles cause them to be persistent. What are the habits? Sexual promiscuity leads to more HPV infection. Cannibalism can lead to prion diseases. Poor personal hygiene can lead to more chance of UTI. Lack of hand washing before eating can predispose to diarrhea, dysentery. So hand washing is very important in preventing many infections. Lab diagnosis, how can you see? You have to obtain the sample, you have to do the gram stain and culture. For virus, you can do the tissue culture, or you can diagnose by serology or PCR. Antibiotic susceptibility can be done, staining and culture can be done for fungus, wet mount stain and culture can be done for parasites. This is the picture of the malaria parasite. The right hand side to you is the ring stage and the left hand side to you is the LD body. Now this is the bacterial colonies appearing in the solid media. Specific media has to be put up like McConkey and blood agar. Now test for drinking water, very important. Drinking water can be contaminated and can cause diarrhea and dysentery. Total coliform and fecal coliform are detected. Specific media can be used for enterococcus and other things also. The viruses can be cultured in the mouse or in the embryonated egg, or it can be done in the bottles or like tissue culture adherent monolayer, and then the virus produces cytopathic effect. So what are the measures against spreading of the disease? Infected individual has to be segregated, and these cuffing etiquettes, hand washing etiquettes have to be taught. Disease transmission has to be blocked. And the exposed individuals are, if you are seeing in the case of COVID-19, they are isolated, the exposed individual. If the individual is not exposed but has a history of travel, not symptomatic, he can be quarantined. Simple cough and sneezing etiquettes, wearing face mask in flu season. In COVID-19, face mask is very important when outside. Vaccine is for chicken pox, gloves should always be worn. So these are very important, you have to read these things.